Hi, I'm Jessica Link, Volunteer Coordinator at the Cedar Rapids Public Library. And today we're doing a training video about our sorter room totes. And this is specifically a pilot project we are trying at the Downtown and LAD Library, part of our continuous process improvement. So what we're going to be talking about today is specifically a pilot project between LAD and Downtown Library only, not impacting Marion or Hiawatha Public Library. And what this is about is our transit tote rings. So these are very familiar, but we're going to try a different system to replace these rings. Why would we want to do that? Well, sometimes these rings get jammed up in our sorter and start causing problems with the machinery. And it's a really expensive system, and we'd like to protect it and keep it safe and keep it running smoothly. So we're going to try exchanging these transit tote rings for a new system. So we're going to pilot this, see how it works. We'd love your feedback through the process. So here we go. So we have been using these transit tote tags that hook onto our rings. We're going to try a card system here. So you'll see our color system is still the same. White is Downtown, yellow is LAD, red is Marion, and green is Hiawatha. But again, for our pilot project, we're just focusing on the white for Downtown and yellow for LAD. So we're going to do away with these tags and go with the card. Where does the card go? The card just goes into a little envelope on the side pouch of a transit tote. So the color designating the library it's going to is going to be the color that's showing. So in this example, we're just going to slide in the yellow. So I can see that that yellow tote tag is going to make sure that this tote ends up at LAD Library. To change the colored cards, what we do is we just want to slide it from the side and use pressure and friction rather than trying to grab the edge of one of these that could fray or is a little difficult to get if you don't have fingernails. So you can just grab the side and slide it in to indicate the library it's going to, slide it out, and switch it around. It's pretty simple, and this will keep these from falling into the sorting machines and possibly creating damage over time through the sorters. So now we're going to talk about how we use this system with LAD Library when we're at Downtown, and of course the same procedure would still apply when you are at LAD shipping things downtown for this pilot project. So when a tote is full, we would go ahead and take it off the sorter and grab a new one. Now there's two locations, and again this is just for our pilot project. The first location here is this pilot program totes, and you'll see it has no ring on it. So we'll go ahead and put that in place. I will talk about this other section. For Hiawatha and Marion Public Library, the ones with rings will still be right here, and we would use for those libraries, but for LAD or for Downtown we're just going to use these. So the minute I put it on there, you'll see it still says Downtown because it just arrived downtown. We're going to take the card out, flip it around, and send it over to LAD. So now we'll talk about how we processed incoming transit totes. So just a reminder, through this pilot project, totes from Marion, Hiawatha, and the Hy-Vees will still look as they did with the rings and the color tags on them. However, our totes between LAD and Downtown will have these color cards that indicate what library they're coming to. So if we're downtown, all the incoming ones should be white. We'll go ahead and process the tote as we normally would, and then when we take it off for the pilot project, we're going to be storing them a little bit differently so they don't get mixed together. So we're going to actually flip it upside down, and we're going to store it over here. We have a sign over here that says this is where these totes go, and store it upside down. Then the regular totes from the other libraries and from the Hy-Vees will process as normal.